What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So recently a bunch of people have been asking me my wheel specs on the Supra and the Crown, so I thought I'd make a video, go over it, because the Supra's a little bit involved, not crazy, and the Crown actually didn't get stamped on the back of the wheels what they are. If it has been stamped, it's been like painted over, I'm not sure, so I had to measure them myself. So let's jump in and I'll show you exactly what I got. Okay guys, so on the Supra, I am running 19-inch rims. The specs are front 19 by 8.5 inches wide plus 40 offset, and the rears are 19 by 9.5 inches wide plus 39 offset. Now, I did some specific measuring on the spaces because it's been so long since I installed them. The rears have 25mm spaces, the fronts have 35mm spaces. So, if you want this exact wheel spec, wheel width, and everything, that's what you're gonna have to do with those spaces. Now I'm running two 2.5s on the front, two 4.5s on the back. Once I rebuild these rims, I don't need the spaces, the new specs will be front 19 by 10 plus 23, and the rears will be 19 by 10.5 plus 26. So the fitment isn't overly aggressive. As you can see, it does sit just in the guard. I don't have any rubbing issues. I have knife edged the guards, like rolled them so they're completely bent back on themselves. And as you can see on the front, it's a little bit damaged, but I'll show you that in a sec. That'll get fixed when it gets resprayed. But yeah, the fitment isn't crazy. It's quite conservative, I would say. In the front, as you can see, it sits in the guard a bit, right? So yeah, this is my all the time running height on coilovers, static, all that sort of stuff. Don't really have any issues with the wheels, and I shouldn't in the future. So for the Supra, that's what you would have to do to get that spec. You can go more aggressive if you want, of course, but yeah, for this one, that's it. Now let's jump over to the Crown. Okay, so on the Crown, we're running 20s. We're running on the front 20 by 9.5 plus 43, and the rears are 20 by 10.5 plus 30. So the rears are a bit aggressive on this. As you can see, that's my everyday driving height, and they just stick out just a smidge. I'll show you from over the top. So they do poke out just a little bit, but they don't rub on anything. Okay, that's as low as she goes. My driveway is not completely even, so it is just sitting a little bit how you going, but I'll show you a close-up of how tight these wheels are at the back and how much extra room you actually do have at the front. Now, look under there. It's hard to see, but I mean, you've got a bit of room, but coming on the back, you know, it's tight. You could go slightly more aggressive. I wouldn't, but that's because I don't have any issues. Now, as you can see, this has been cut out here from the previous owner, just like this plastic molding has been cut there, and also cut at the back as far as I can see, unless that's factory, but I don't think it is. I'd say he's cut that because that edge is pretty rough. I'm happy with that though. And the front, you could go a decent amount more aggressive because you've got, oh man, look, you've got my whole finger width there. You could cut this plastic away depending on how hot boy you want to go. I personally like this fitment because it means that I can air out to the floor and not damage anything. But of course, it's up to you guys with your cars. But yeah, that's the fitment on the Crown and the Supra. So I hope that's helped a bunch of you. I know a lot of you wanted these specs. So guys, that's the spec of my wheels on the Crown and on the Supra. I hope that's helped a bunch of you. If you want to copy my specs, go for it. I'm not one of these guys that wants to keep it secret. The back of the Crown, yeah, quite aggressive. Front, not so much. I think you can get away with a little bit more. The Supra, I think it's quite moderate. I've seen a lot more aggressive. There's a couple of guys on the forums, way more aggressive fitment. Just depends what you want to run. So yeah, hope you like that, guys. Please like, please subscribe, share it around, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.